Hi, so this reading is going to be on Joe Biden and a look at him making it through his first term. And I want to read this with respect, and so I've been shuffling and with meditative prayer been asking Spirit to help me to read accurately and clearly on this and a look at Joe Biden's term as president. Again, my apologies with my voice. When I get really tired like this, my voice starts to go. Also, it is pollination craziness outside. Okay. Let's look at Joe Biden, and with all due respect, to his first term in office, and I believe how his term will go. I don't believe he would be having another term. So let's just take a look and see what the cards want to say, what the universe wants to reveal. All right. Well, his health is down for it, is what they're saying, and that means in a good way. This is the card of seeing things through and having robust, I think, pretty robust health to do it. It's certainly the determination to do it, but it's also because it is a pentacle. It deals with the physical body as well. And this makes me feel like he's going to be able to move through his term. Because I'm doing a Celtic cross, so this is what covers him. So he looks to me like he will be given the stamina that he needs to get through. I'm going to put this on pause for a moment and clear my throat. Excuse me. Okay, so crossing him would be illness. This is the illness card also. Could be heart, it can be stroke, it can be things like that. And this is the card of illness, of like crossing him. That would be the challenge. Okay. Also COVID. I think COVID would, just feeling that is also the thing that is in the environment too. It's been coming up as this for me in readings when it's like, I recently, just on my day off here, decided to take a look at moving for my family. And it was showing me, sis, ain't nothing happening until COVID's under control. And it was showing me cards like this. So it could be a COVID card that's saying if he can stay well and avoid COVID, here's the message. But let's just take a look. This deals, I think, with, again, the physical health. Maybe he has, I'll have to check his birth chart, but I have a feeling this is his physical health that's crowning him. Looks pretty healthy. I think he's a relatively healthy fellow for his age, and just in general, his constitution, like when I tap into it, say as compared to Trump's, as compared to other people, Joe's energy is pretty clean. What I would say is pretty clean. But, the reality is he's older, and that shows up here, with this card, and also reminding us about, hey, as the deck has been wanting, the cards have been wanting to do is remind me, don't forget there's still a pandemic out there. And so this could be that, and that's what I'm hoping. And I think it is, so we'll know better here. This is Trump in his past, recent past, I believe. in all likelihood, unless it is another person that might be in his administration of an air sign that is around him. He's also focused with these three cards. When I go the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Three of Swords, he really feels that Trump betrayed us, and he is determined to be physically fit to go after, so he can go after him. And especially what he's done with the pandemic. He's made the pandemic a friggin' nightmare for Biden to deal with. Biden is, I tell you, he brings a cool cucumber face when he's up. We are not appreciating, I'm telling you. This man is no saint, of course. There's things that Joe does that is like, Joe, I want to take you aside and just shake you a couple times. But I like Joe. I do. Despite some of the things that he's done that I don't like, I think right now he's come around. And I'm going to... I just know that we are underappreciating him, and that we will, once he's gone, appreciate this man with profound affection. Now, anyway, I just have to get that out there. That's something that's been coming to me. And so when I get annoyed and a bit protective, but I'm also not going to let him off the hook if I don't think that he's doing something enough. I'm going to be like sending that man a letter. And I advise you all to do the same, because I think he cares, and he's going to listen, and that's the difference. They haven't really listened. They've all really done what they kind of wanted to do. But I think Joe's going to be forced in a position as a president that has to listen. And he's got to compromise, but he's not going to compromise, let me tell you, certain things. And this man is going to be a truly strong president. Do not allow people who want to take the easy shots at his age and whatnot to dissuade you from thinking that he has staying power and effect. He's going to be an amazing president, given what he has to do, and put things just positioned to go in the right direction. Such enormity in work. So here we have, it's funny, I drew it reversed. I don't normally read reverse cards, but I will in this instance. The Ten of Wands reversed. This is about him in the near future needing to take some time off, because I think he does need to watch heart and blood pressure, not kidney, but I'm getting like arterial stuff, So he needs to, I'm sure at his age, watch that. I feel like this is him maybe taking a little bit of time off here in the near future, a few moments where he can. It's very short. He is overwhelmed, but I think he's also going to be delegating more so he doesn't have so much. And one thing he is going to do smart is delegate. I have gotten that before. It's like he's going to have a really good team that there won't be perfect, and there will be changes at times, I'm sure, but I feel like the team of people that we're going to have to get us going in the right direction are going to be very, very, work very hard and probably not be thanked enough, because I see that we're going to be doing well. Also, I can't believe I neglected to get the Nine of Pentacles as his base. This is a very healthy card. This is somebody that is vibrant in health and in their wealth. Literally, it's a woman that is doing well, and is someone who is very accomplished on their own ability and through their own wisdom and willingness to listen and compassion especially. And Joe's very compassionate. That's, you've got to give it to him. It's real compassion. It's not a joke. It's not just a front. He really does feel. He feels very deeply. Trust. And he's actually, showing to me that he's going to be needing to take here some time for him to have a different kind of pursuit. I think he'll still be busy, but I think it's going to be one of less stress, and I think they'll be having to move that in. I do see that in the near future, because it's just too much right now. There's things coming down around his ears. I do get that, and that is to be expected, especially with like the enormity of the changing the police task force, how things are policy and changes federally, and dealing with state to state and all of that. So this is going to be that he knows and he's aware that there's things that just need to be fixed, torn down, completely taken away and changed, and rebuilt correctly. So he'll still be under a lot of pressure, but I feel like in the near future he's going to be able to delegate enough of that it goes on, it gets spread out a bit. People in his environment, is this kind of being stuck in a rut and being on everything on hold. And there is sacrifice too that has to be made. And I think this is the pandemic of like where you can't go and do things like you wanted to out in the environment. You're still on hold, and I think some people just going to be bugging out. I really do. I think there's some unexpected craziness that's going to be people reacting from, I think, quite plain and simple. We're seeing people that are not responding well to the pandemic. I think the pressures and with their personalities and their own problems, I think certain people are just blowing like gaskets. And I'm kind of getting that energy here. And he's trying to get this train, turn around. Now, he is hoping to go quickly, get it quickly. He's also afraid of being too reactionary. He's trying to impulsive. He's trying to also mind his amount of how aggressive he is. He also, I think, fears rioting and people getting hurt. So there is something here in the near future, I think, more with like the shootings and people just kind of losing their stuff. Like we've been seeing. This is very stressful in the midst of all he's trying to take on. But I see him, he's going to handle it. He's going to juggle and he's going to delegate is the message. It's not that it won't affect his health. It's not that it will. But I see there's fortuitousness in the people stepping in and taking stuff to people that are trained to do the work, that can do it effectively and do it well, and just get it going, make it happen, rather than all pile on one person and sit on one person. So it gets delegated and it gets handled. It'll get juggled. So there's going to be a lot of juggling, but it'll get sorted. And I think his health, I think towards the end, it's going to be a little more unstable toward the end because it is a tremendous amount of stress. And I think we're dealing with people that they're going to get a different perspective about this man at the end of the day. I also think he's going to, just between dealing with the Republicans' BS nonsense crap, he's going to need to make, and he'll delegate, but I think, yeah, he comes out with a bit of some dings, but I think he'll make it through. It'll be up and down, especially, I think, a bit more dramatic toward the end for him, having maybe a bit more issues that play him up. But I think he's able to manage them because of the other coin that's in that picture. So I think it will cause him problems at the end of the day. It'll catch up to him. But I think he's meant to be here, and he's got the stamina to deal with it into most of, I think, his term. I think towards the end of it, that's when we might start to see, like, okay, Joe, poor Joe, let's, well, he'll finish it. I feel like he will finish it successfully, and I feel like he has really good interns and people around him, people in cabinet that are just fantastic. And that's what I'm getting from this. And they get things done. Look at that. I like, when I looked at that world card and her with the key, it's like, yeah, we got this. So he's going to make it through. Yeah, I do think it will, honestly, yes, it will affect, but he's able to manage because he delegates it wisely. I think into the near future, he's going to realize he's going to need to delegate a lot more. So we'll see that happening. And but it will be consensus that people, I think, approve. It'll be very carefully done. And I think we're lucky to have these people in. We really are. I see things getting worked out. And I see Joe getting through. But the answer is, yeah, there's, toward the end, it's going to affect, but he'll manage. All right? I think there's going to be some unexpected crap that's going to really knock him back a little bit. And I think it's to do with just some of the crazies blowing their, doing crazy stuff because of pandemic, and just also with all the craziness of the last 5 years plus the pandemic. I guess at the end of the day, same difference, but you get what I mean. So anyway, if you like my content, please make sure you like and subscribe, and share if you want. And I'll see you in the next video. You can catch me live on Sundays at 3 Pacific Standard Time. And you can ask me one question in the live, and it can be personal or a public topic. All right? For those of you that like the lives. All right. See you in the next video.